Welcome back to another episode of the 52 Business Lessons I Learned in Business. The things I learned the hard way. I screwed up. Don't do what I did.
Welcome to this edition of Peak Performance Podcast
with your host, Thor Conklin.
Thor will be sharing the necessary tools, strategies, and psychology you'll need to become a peak performer in any area of your life or business.
Thor Conklin here. We give you the tricks, the tips, the tools, the strategy, the technology, and the psychology peak performers use in order to get more done and execute at the highest level. If you know what to do but struggle with getting it all done, or simply want to raise your game to the next level, this podcast is for you. Sit back and enjoy. Back in the early 90s, I was working in New York. I was a risk management consultant, and I was working in a really wild organization. We were doing M&A work for private equity firms, and I had a boss that was absolutely a lunatic. He drove us like you would not believe. He just never let up. He was just beating on us every single day. Give me more, give me more, give me more. And I found myself absolutely behind the eight ball all the time. No matter what I did to try to catch up, there was always more work. I could never get ahead. And it seemed like every single day, he would be barking from his office, "What's going on with this? What's going on with this?" And I was constantly in reaction mode. And then about 6 months into it, I realized that he kept a yellow pad next to his desk. And on this yellow pad, he had all the outstanding items that he was following up with every single day. And on that list, I had many of the items were mine and some were other members of the team. But what happened was, before I left, I was the last one to leave. I made sure that I looked at his list to find out what was on it. And I started to anticipate what he was looking for. What was he going to ask me for tomorrow? And then I started to get ahead of the game. I anticipated what he was looking for. Even before he asked me, I knew what he was going to ask. Some of you listening today have bosses. Find out what they want. What do they need? What do they want? When do they want it? Get ahead of the game. Now, for you business owners out there, your clients have needs. Find out what they want, when they want it, how they want it, and get ahead of the curve. Keep the communication going. Now, of course, the clients aren't going to give you a yellow pad with everything, but keep the communication going. Ask them. Simply ask them. What do you need? What do you want? When do you need it by? And then don't crunch it right up to that moment. If they're looking for something on Friday, don't deliver it on Friday. Deliver it on Thursday. Get ahead of the game. Look, you are going to be reacting to things, or you're going to be proactive. You're going to be leaning into things. Figure out how to lean into it. If you're reacting, and I know many of you are reacting. Why? Because I see it all the time. All the time. Simply reacting. Something's happening, reaction. Happen, reaction. You will never get ahead. You will never build the business, the organization that you want. Question of the day. Where have you been reacting in your business? Where do you need to be proactive? Where do you need to go on the offensive? Where do you need to start scheduling time in your calendar to set your agenda for the week, the day, the month? Spend time every day anticipating what your clients are going to want, need, and desire from you. Talk to them. If you don't know what your clients want, need, and desire, someone else will. And pretty soon you won't have a problem because they'll no longer be your client. Thank you so much for listening today. I really do appreciate your time, and I hope you found today's show valuable. If you would like to receive these shows automatically to your phone or to your computer, simply go to iTunes and subscribe. After listening to several of the shows, if you're so inclined, please leave us a 5-star rating, as this helps us reach additional people and spread the message. If you're truly committed to taking your life to the next level and doing whatever it takes to become a peak performer, but something's holding you back, something is blocking your way, and you just can't seem to figure out what it is, send me an email to info@thorconklin.com, and I'd be more than happy to get on the phone with you. We'll schedule a 15-minute discovery call. No obligation, no cost. I absolutely love to hear from the listeners, and if there's something I can do to help, I'd be more than happy to do that. Also, if you found something of great interest in today's show and you want to share that with your friends and family, simply go to my Facebook page, Thor Conklin, click on the episode, hit the share button, and share it on your page. You can follow me at Twitter at Thor Conklin. The website is thorconklin.com. We're constantly adding new free resources, discussing additional tricks, tips, tools, and strategies on how to be a peak performer. Remember, I try to keep these episodes short so you can listen to them during dot time, doing other things, commuting, driving, walking, working out. Decide to be a peak performer in all that you do. And until tomorrow, have an absolutely amazing day.